When Bandai's new trademarks were leaked, we were introduced to 5 new names: Aikatsu Academy, Hime no Mieru, Mami Mume, Wow Parin, and Rindou Taimu. Since then, we've been introduced to Aikatsu Academy and 3 of these other names: Mieru, Me, and Parin. But we still have yet to see who is Rindou Taimu, what does she look like, and how will she fit in. Because it feels like it's been so long since Aikatsu Academy started, I decided to try my hand at designing what I think Rindou Taimu might look like. My inspiration for Rindou really came from 2 things, and that would be her being the last Aikatsu type of the 4, which is the sexy type, and also her name. Her name Taimu reminds me of a character from a Korean webcomic, which was based in a modern corporate world, so I wanted to bring that aesthetic to her, kind of like a clean business girly look. And you can see that in the initial sketch that I have for her outfit going here, which is really what I went for in the end. I did try some other sketches that I was inspired by from like other manhwa girls, but I didn't really go for it. And the outfit that I did draw for her was inspired by just like Pinterest and just searching kind of business kind of outfits. The biggest problem I had with her design was her hair. All I knew is that I wanted to design a ponytail for her, and I don't know if this was inspired by the girl who sits next to Parin in the PV, but maybe it is. So here I did a ponytail for her, and I liked it, but the kind of shape of it was giving me Tsubasa from Aikatsu Stars, and I have no problem with that, but I was trying to imagine it in the 3D CG version that the girls are in the live streams, and I just didn't like how it would be, like just sitting on her back kind of stiff as she moved around. So I did change that later on. The next thing about her hair that I had a problem with was the bangs. So I messed around with the bangs a lot. I tried to give braids to bring some kind of layers to make her hair more detailed like the other girls have their hair, and some braids on her bangs, but I changed it. I liked it, but I just didn't think it fit. And the bangs, whatever's going on here, just isn't working, so I changed it again. I do mess with it a little bit. And the other thing I messed with was the color. All I knew from the color is that I wanted it to be like a sexy type. So the sexy type girls in Aikatsu have warm tone hair. So purple, red, even Sala has orange, which I love. And I mean, technically she's not a sexy type, but she is in our hearts. And so I went with this vibrant purple, but that was giving Tsubasa too much. And the other thing that I wanted for her hair color was it to be a light color. So the other girls have light or bright colors. So we have Mieru with a light pink, Parin with the light blue, and Memo with the whitish gray color. So I wanted her to fit in with those girls and not have just like a bright kind of out of nowhere hair. And so the colors I think I was stuck on was this bright red, which I knew was wrong for her, but I don't know why I just left it on while I was coloring. A bright purple, and the orange, which was inspired by Sala, and a light purple after I discussed with a friend the purple colors I wanted to put in her hair. And so the light purple and the orange were the 2 that I really went back and forth with. And the reason why I didn't go with orange or consider it more is because Parin's hair has that orange in it already, so I didn't want to replicate it again. And so the light purple was the one I went with, and I think it's a perfect choice for her hair. And as you can see, the hairstyle changed a little bit. So instead of a single ponytail, it's now kind of open with locks that come and it has a few shoulders and several braids twisted along, and a few braids twisted along in her hair with it. The next thing I wanted to do was draw a full body version like the girls have of their main outfits. And so I actually did this when I thought I was done and chose that ponytail. I took a long break before I chose that, and also I was like reading a manhwa and saw a character with that hairstyle, and I was like, that's it, that's the hairstyle I want for her. And I threw in braids every here and there, and I really liked it. And I added streaks, of course. They're blonde streaks, and if you know anything about color theory, purple and yellow are complementary, and so I love that for her. I then changed the base because the Risa base that I chose didn't have legs, and I didn't want to mess with that. And so I just chose this Akko base, best girl if you know, and just drew it on top. The colors for the dress, or the outfit I guess, I knew that I wanted it to be mulberry, purple, red, something like that. And I really like the color of it, but having that decided, I think that really also kind of made me struggle a little bit with the hair color, but also not, now that I think about it. Like, having one decision made it easy for me to kind of play with the other decisions I had to do, because I always have decision paralysis. I cannot make decisions unless I think about it for hours on end. So that actually did help me in the end. And so the purple and the red colors, I really like how they look. The belt on the overcoat, I like it. I thought that the double belts on her outfit is kind of weird enough for Aikatsu, so I did keep it. Or I added that belt, so I thought it was okay. And I really like the hair. Like, I liked it so much, I tried to do it with my own hair. It worked. So if you guys want to try to do if you have long enough hair, I didn't put the braids, but I just did like the ponytail and everything, and I have frizzy hair, so it worked out. I also was not sure about the under outfit, so the turtleneck top and the pants. So the turtleneck top and the trousers, I wasn't sure about it, but also I don't know what I would replace it with, so it's there for now. I really like the sleeves and the jacket. Those are that's the part that I like, and the hair. So, and the shoes, I like the pointy shoes as well. As soon as the line art's done, I start filling in the colors, and when I'm filling in some of the reds on the jacket, it starts giving me like Christmas and Mrs. Claus vibes, so I thought that was funny. But in the end, she doesn't really give that Christmas vibe to me, so I'm happy with that. Also, the panels on the side of her jacket, I guess, they're supposed to be like little, like just like a triangle panel on the side, so kind of like their academy uniforms have that purple slit. I mean the plaid blue slit, it's like that basically. I added it because I felt like the skirt part needed more of the jacket, more design on the jacket, and yeah, that's what I did. If you know anything about my drawing process, it is that I leave the face for last. I hate drawing eyes. Like, they're so difficult for me, and every time I hear someone say, oh, I love drawing eyes, I'm like, how are you drawing the eyes first? I have to do like a million layers to draw my eyes. And the other issue in this case is that I had no idea what I wanted her eyes to look like, so I had to design it from scratch. And so I took inspiration from Elsa's eyes, actually, and they're red and gold, and I think it really went with her aesthetic here as well. As for the live streams, I wonder if fans from the Western community are really watching them, because aside from the weekly live streams on the main channel with all three of the girls, where they have like voting and sometimes they have news and like things pertaining to the actual, heart of Aikatsu, I think their individual live streams are like them gaming and doing things, and I'm not really interested in watching that. And that's really like VTubing stuff, like VTubers play video games and they chat and stuff, so it's not really something as an Aikatsu fan that I'm interested in. But let me know your thoughts about the live streams and if you're watching any of them. And here I am trying to finalize the background, her image color, I guess, and not make it look too much like Mieru's. And I exported the video, saved all my PNGs and everything, and then when I started recording, I realized I forgot to draw her glasses. And that was like a main thing that I also wanted to give her, kind of with the corporate look. And while I do like her without the glasses, like, she's super cute in my opinion, not to be biased, but I just wanted to give her glasses to go with it, with the aesthetic. So here I am drawing the glasses, and then I fix up her reference and I save her pictures. And that's her final look. Here's her final design side by side. As a whole, I'm pretty happy with her design. I'm not sure how good these designs would be for like a 3D model for a VTuber. I think like as a 2D model it's pretty good, but I'm not sure about like the bottom half of it. But I think the hair is really good, so I think the hair is spot on if I were to make it a 3D model myself, which I say as someone with a little bit of background in 3D modeling, so it's not like I'm just saying this stuff with no knowledge about it. And here's the final look as a close-up. This one is without the glasses because, as I mentioned, I did forget to add her glasses as I finished it, but then I added it and then I lined her up with the other girls' official card poses. And you can clearly distinguish my art from the other girls because of the bold black lines that I use in my drawing, and because the other girls are clearly in 3D, whereas my version of her is in 2D flat colors. And finally, I decided to line her up with the fan designs I did of Mieru, Parin, and Memo in my last video, which you should check out if you haven't yet already. And I think she lines up nicely with them. I like how Taimu is kind of a darker pink of Mieru, which I think it's perfectly fine. Like, you see that in some combos, like maybe in pre-cure where, you know, we have our main pink girl and then a mid-season cure would be red. So that's, you know, what I'm imagining for this combo of girls. I think one thing I wish that I might have done different overall is given another one of the girls a short sleeve. Since I only gave Mieru short sleeves here, I wish maybe I had given Parin short sleeves as well. There was one design that I had been playing with her, which was kind of like a t-shirt, and you know, maybe that would have been nice for a redesign in this set. And I do like how Memo's sleeves are puff and sheer, just like how I designed Taimu's sleeves as well. So I like that. And overall, I have no complaints. I'm happy I did this. But let me know if you like Taimu's design and if you think that she matches the redesigns or if she matches the official designs. Thanks for making it to the end and have a great day.